Good morning. These are your Nassau Guardian highlights for Thursday, January 15th, 2026. Brought to you by your Daily Bahamas headlines, especially for people on the go and those who are visually impaired. Please don't forget to like, share, and follow our Facebook, YouTube, and WhatsApp channels. Our main story this morning comes from the opening of the 2026 legal year, where Anglican Bishop Reverend Laish Boyd delivered a strong and pointed sermon at Christ Church Cathedral. Bishop Boyd questioned what he described as unequal treatment in sentencing, asking why poor black men often receive harsher punishment than white or well-connected defendants for similar crimes. He called the situation disgraceful and said it goes against the principles of fairness envisioned at majority rule and independence. He also urged members of the legal profession to shorten lengthy court cases, noting that prolonged delays cause unnecessary stress, expense, and hardship for ordinary Bahamians. Attorney General Ryan Pinder responded by cautioning against broad generalizations, explaining that sentencing decisions depend on the specific facts of each case. He pointed to factors such as plea agreements, financial capacity to pay fines, and legal complications that can affect outcomes. Chief Justice Sir Ian Winder also defended the judiciary, rejecting claims of complacency and highlighting progress in reducing judgment backlogs. He announced that new sentencing guidelines are nearly complete and are expected to improve transparency, consistency, and fairness across the justice system. Also making front-page news, the House of Assembly has approved the Boundaries Report. Deputy Prime Minister Chester Cooper said the process was evidence-based and not politically motivated. The report creates two new constituencies, St. James in western New Providence and Bimini and Berry Islands, aimed at improving voter balance and representation. Cooper stressed that boundaries do not decide elections, voters do. A Free National Movement deputy leader Shannon Cartwright acknowledged the technical nature of the exercise and said future commissions may still require review. In international news with local impact, the United States has announced a pause on immigrant visa processing for nationals of 75 countries, including the Bahamas. Officials clarified that this does not affect tourist, student, or business visas. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs said it has sought clarification and assured Bahamians that existing travel arrangements with the United States remain in place. Turning to legal reform, Attorney General Ryan Pinder said further changes are coming this year, including updates to the Penal Code and the introduction of a conditional release of offenders or PARO bill. These reforms are intended to modernize the justice system, reduce court congestion, and improve rehabilitation and reintegration of offenders. In health news, the Child and Adolescent Psychiatry Unit at Sandylands Rehabilitation Center is seeking greater support. Officials say the unit faces shortages in staff and educational resources and is appealing for tutors and volunteers. In a positive development, Friends of the Public Hospitals Authority donated $10,000 to upgrade the unit's adolescent library, highlighting the importance of community support for mental health care. In today's editorial, The Guardian addresses the recent value-added tax reduction on unprepared food. While welcoming the relief for families struggling with the cost of living, the editorial warns that tax cuts must be accompanied by clear explanations of how lost revenue will be replaced. It cautions against unfunded tax relief that could deepen deficits and increase national debt, calling for transparency, fiscal responsibility, and long-term planning. Letters to the editor reflect growing concern about rising living costs and pressure on working families, particularly the middle class. Writers warn that many Bahamians are just one emergency away from financial hardship and urge leaders to consider policies that promote fairness, stability, and sustainability for future generations. Before we go, listeners are encouraged to purchase a copy of today's Nassau Guardian or visit the Guardian's website to read the full stories and additional coverage in today's edition. As we close, remember this quote: "An informed society is a resilient society." Enjoy your day, be blessed, and be a blessing.